No, I said I fired off the stream.
Oh. Is that what you did?
15 seconds.
Whoa! Hang on now. Let's not get crazy. Why is that not? That's weird. Okay, good luck. I'm leaving now.
5.
Adjust your mojo.
You are about to participate in a great adventure.
Now.
At age, 60, he's just going to break bad?
Radio with an attitude.
This system that we love is broken.
I know that.
Do not comply.
Hey, mother.
Welcome to another 2 hours of common sense.
That liberty and justice for all is a myth.
And erratic behavior.
You want to, but you can't. And when you do, you wish you didn't.
This is your Daily Mojo.
Seriously, what is wrong with these people? This story just crossed the wire. A man was just admitted to the hospital with, you're not going to believe, how the hell with 25 plastic toy horses inserted into his rectum.
I'm beginning to think people just do that just to say, maybe I can get some feed on my
right?
social media account for sticking horses up my ass.
Right. But here's the good news.
What?
They listed his condition as stable. You're welcome.
I see what you did there.
Hey, it's Thursday. And,
I see what you did there, too. Hey, what do gay horses eat? Hey.
Right? I'm just so, everything's been so damn serious lately. Every now and then you have to stop and smell the horses. Do you not?
Yeah.
If you did not hear our discussion, our conversation yesterday with Pete Schwartz, listen to it when you have a chance. He's a good storyteller, first of all, and the things he went through, will shake you to your core as a U.S. American. To think that the things that he went through didn't happen in Nicaragua, didn't happen in Venezuela, didn't happen in Honduras, but happened in the United freaking States of America. Not just that, happened in the capital of the United States of America. Like right under the noses of everybody who's supposed to be, like on our side, protecting us from the world, which I know is a pipe dream. You know where the term pipe dream comes from? Full of facts.
No.
Opium pipe.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So when you're saying, well, that's just a pipe dream, you're basically telling somebody, oh, you're smoking opium.
Smoking pot.
It's not pot. Opium is a big difference.
Because it makes you hallucinate?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's opium is where they get heroin from. Did you not watch Ozark?
The first season. Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Look, that's my bad, dude. That was a great show.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Yeah. And Breaking Bad, you never...
No, I didn't see that.
Right. And the Better Calls, never.
No.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Fringe?
I don't think so.
You watched. Oh, no wonder you're socially retarded.
I got about halfway through the X-Files. I have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, that threw. I don't know that we can be friends from this point out.
Look, I was going to say a quick note about Peter Schwartz and the J6ers. The more and more I try to convince myself that this wasn't a planned thing on behalf of the Democrats, the more things come out that make me realize this whole thing was planned. They had that freaking jail ready to go because it's probably one of the worst places in D.C. you could put people.
They had the bags of mace that were planted out there for the folks at
and they claim
January
they
6th.
stole them.
Right. Well, technically, if you pick something up that isn't yours, Although that falls under, I believe, the legal doctrine of finders, keepers, losers, weepers. Does it not?
Yeah.
Hey, free bag of mace.
But they didn't say that same thing about those pallets of bricks back in Portland.
No. That's different. That was during the Summer of Love. And how dare you? Why are you such a racist? So there's been so much happening, obviously, in the news. It is hard to keep up with all of it. I mean, even running at a full gallop, his condition was stable. Even running at a full gallop, it is hard to keep up with all of this stuff. I was listening to the Democrat response to Trump's speech.
Yeah.
And this is, what's her name? Elaine Slotkin?
No, Elise Slotkin.
Elise Slotkin. I get her confused with Elise Stefanik.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It must be the Elise part. But just listen to, just listen to her. And I mean, you're like, wow, she's making sense. This is kind of weird. It's like two different worlds.
Everyone, I'm Alyssa Slotkin.
Alyssa.
I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak tonight. It's late, so I promise to be a lot shorter than what you just watched.
Yeah.
I won't take it personally if you've never heard of me. I'm the new senator from the great state of Michigan, where I grew up. I've been in public service my entire life because I happened to be in New York City on 9/11 when the Twin Towers came down. Before the smoke cleared, I knew I wanted to make a life in national security. I was recruited by the CIA and did 3 tours in Iraq alongside the military. In between, I worked at the White House under President Bush and President Obama, 2 very different leaders who both believed that America is exceptional.
Okay, see, she lost me right there.
Yep.
She lost me. Now, I don't, well, okay, technically, if you want to parse words, did Obama believe that America was exceptional? Not in the good way. Maybe he did think it was exceptional. Not in the good way. Bush.
Well, they both opened their mouth and said America was exceptional, but their actions were much different.
Right. But were they really?
No,
Patriot
not
Act,
from.
anyone?
Well, no, their actions were much different, not from each other, but from what they were saying.
Yeah. I'll go with that. So first things out of her mouth. A lifetime of public service, which I always have kind of a lifetime of public service to me says, okay, we've been paying you your entire career, which again is not the way government was supposed to be run. It's supposed to be, you go there, you do your bit for king and country, you leave. Next person comes in. I mean, you go home to your business or your original job. So I have an issue with that. Secondly, CIA, she was a spook. So she's Jack Ryan. So she lived in the world of propaganda, of spies like us. And so, sadly, now when I hear, CIA and FBI, I'm like, are they really on our side? Which sucks. I mean, I really wanted to, I want to believe in the FBI again. I want to believe in the CIA again. But I'm not sure that's possible in my lifetime. So anyway, shut up, Brad, let her talk.
You can find that same sense of patriotism here in Wyandotte, Michigan, where I'm speaking from tonight. It's a working class town just south of Detroit. President Trump and I both won here in November. It might not seem like it, but plenty of places like this still exist across the United States. Places where people believe that if you work hard and play by the rules, you should do well and your kids should do better. It reminds me of how I grew up. My dad was a lifelong Republican, my mom a lifelong Democrat. But it was never a big deal because we had shared values that were bigger than any one party. We just went through another fraught election season. Americans made it clear that prices are too high and that the government needs to be more responsive to their needs. America wants change, but there's a responsible way to make change and a reckless way. And we can make that change without forgetting who we are as a country and as a democracy. So that's what I'm going to lay out tonight.
Every time someone says that, yeah. And it's do they when they toss out the "it's a democracy" thing, they know what they're saying, right? I mean, she knows it's not technically a democracy, but we all like to think of America. We're a democratic nation. It's kind of there must have been a survey done somewhere that really resonated with people out here in the great unwashed. When you hear word democracy, it makes you feel you swell with pride because the American democracy, whether or not it is. But it's like, well, this will make prideful. Remember, pride comes before the fall.
Oh. Because whether you're from Wyandotte or Wichita, most Americans share three core beliefs. Mm-hmm. That the middle class is the engine of our country, that strong national security protects us from harm, and that our democracy, no matter how messy, is unparalleled and worth fighting for. Let's start with the economy.
I can't get past every time
she swallows, yeah.
I was actually swallowing a bowling ball. But she's very measured. She's calm.
So far, yeah.
She seems normal. I mean, she's kind of a mommish looking thing there, right? I mean, not to objectify her, but and likely she can kill you with her little fingers, CIA and all. Mm-hmm. But she's very measured. She's very on the exterior anyway. She's coming across as a very sensible middle class working woman, not a woman of the evening, but a working woman. Very almost Republican-ish.
Michigan literally invented the middle class, the revolutionary idea that you could work at an auto plant and afford the car you were building. Mm-hmm. That's the American dream. Yeah. And in order to expand and protect the middle class, we have to do a few basic things. We need to bring down the price of things we spend the most money on: groceries, housing, healthcare. We need to make more things in America with good-paying union jobs and bring our supply chains back home from places like China. We need to give American businesses the certainty they need to invest and create the jobs of the future.
Okay, everything she's saying, I agree with.
So far, yeah.
Now, she's going to say, she goes on basically to say the tariffs are a very bad idea. Honestly, I mean, I'm not this is going to come a shock. If you're driving, you may want to pull over. If you're standing, you may want to sit down. I'm not an economist. I know it's earth-shattering, but I'm not an economist. And, the basis behind tariff, at least I understand the basics of what a tariff does. And the way I understand it, the tariffs that Donald Trump is imposing and wants to impose are there placed on products that, let's say you're China, you have a company in China, and you're making widgets, and every widget you import, there's going to be a 25% tariff on that widget, unless, of course, you move your manufacturing to the United States, hire American workers, and then there's no tariff on that product because it's made right here in the good old US of A. Which, okay, that seems like a good idea. What did we have to spend as a government? Now, and let's not forget, the reason we're in this economic shithole to begin with is because of, say it with me now, the government. They are the ones that, no, it doesn't matter which road you go down. If it's the Rona road, well, that was just a natural, was it? I think that if you have two brain cells to rub together, at this point you realize that the Rona popped out of that lab, and it was in that lab to begin with as a result of our government shoveling wheelbarrows full of money at the Wuhan Institute for Virology. I'm pretty sure that would I bet my life on it? What am I, 60, almost 61? How many good years have I got left? I might bet my life on it. Why not? Roll the dice.
Sure.
At this point. But so we're in this trouble to begin with because of these yutzes in the government who have been running amok, basically. We've seen the waste and the fraud and all of the spending in USAID and all of these other departments that, for whatever reason, people mostly on the left are going, oh, you can't shut this down. That's crazy. U.S. aid is good because it's got the word aid in it in the United States, and we're good, and we can't, and blah, blah, blah. But they've spent us into the poorhouse. So it's their fault to begin with, but she's going to tell us there are a better way. What's the better way to do this, and why haven't you all done it yet then? If there's such a better way to do it, because all I've seen is things get worse. As far as the tariffs are concerned, I mean, I guess you can make an argument either way, right? That they're bad, they're good, has an upside, has a downside. Even Trump has said, it's going to be bumpy. I believe that. I also believe that we hired the guy, essentially, who said, hey, I'll do it for free. That's what he's hiding. If he's doing it for free, he's hiding something. Is he? I mean, he's taking a bullet for us at this point. I'm willing to and we're 40, how many days into the presidency are we at this point? 40, less than 60, less than 2 months,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the speed at which things are happening is pretty impressive. And so far, what they've found as far as fraud and waste are concerned is pretty damned incredible. I'm willing to give the guy some leeway here. He knows more about money than I do. And on the surface, the tariffs seem like, that sounds like a good idea. What am I missing? Let's not forget in Michigan, right? I always get Michigan and Wisconsin confused. I don't know why. Because they both end in N. Duh. But that's a big union town.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Part of the reason that big union state, part of the reason that manufacturing doesn't happen in this country before, you can lay a lot of that at the feet of the unions because they drove the cost of labor up so high that it was cheaper to go over to China and build shit in a factory over there. That makes sense, right? I mean, if you're making a widget, you want to go make a widget where it's cheapest to make the widget and then sell it for the most money you can sell it for. And then we, as consumers out here, I want to pay the least amount of money for this widget. I do it all the freaking time.
Yep.
I bought this little...
What is that, Brad?
You know
It looks like a widget.
It does look like a widget, doesn't it? Little brass fitting on the end with a little nozzle. Looks like you can stick it into someplace. And then, it has a tube running out, so it looks like, whatever you're sticking that nozzle into, you can run your fluids right out of that nozzle.
As long as your condition is stable, we're good.
As long as we're stable. I suppose this could be used to extract little tiny horses from your rectum, or it could be used to screw into an oil filter housing and drain the oil out of the oil filter housing.
There you go.
Now, this particular widget was made in China, and it cost me $11 and change. Now, there were the same basic, and I looked up all over Amazon, and, you could spend $35. You could spend $40. But I went for the $11.69 version because I'm going to screw this into my oil filter housing, and I'm going to drain the oil so I don't get oil on my hands. Because, right? So I look for the lowest price because always low prices, always. Walmart. So we want everything at the lowest price possible, but when it comes to, we also want American jobs. We want it made in America, and we want the lowest price possible. And can you get both of those things?
It's hard to do.
It's very difficult to do because it costs so damn much money to build things in this country. We let that horse, I see a theme emerging. That horse has been out of the barn for quite a while now. I don't know if it's been up somebody's rectum, but that horse has been out of the barn. And now we're paying the price. Literally. Man, am I on fire or what? I hope somebody hit record on this show because this is my demo reel. But with the tariff situation, what is the alternative? I mean, everything that she said there, Elise, whatever the hell her name is.
Alyssa.
I liked her. Alyssa. Mm-hmm. Former Miss Spook. You know, what's her idea?
And we need a tax system that's fair for people who don't happen to make $1 billion.
Oh, okay. So that's it? What we need to do is tax the rich. Is that your... Please tell me that's not the...
Look, the president talked a big game on the economy, but it's always important to read the fine print.
Okay.
So, do his plans actually help Americans get ahead? Not even close.
Okay.
President Trump is trying to deliver an unprecedented giveaway to his billionaire friends.
Oh!
He's on the hunt to find trillions of dollars to pass along to the wealthiest in America. And to do that, he's going to make you pay in every part of your life.
Okie dokie. Well, there you go. That's the big secret plan there.
There she did.
I guess that would be the responsible way to do it, is to tax and eat the rich.
They don't want any rich people in this country because they can buy elections. Plus, poor people vote Democrat.
Wombat Mommy says, Brad, where does that go? See, she was thinking the same thing. It has nothing to do with plastic horses. If you'd like to weigh in on all of this, please use the hashtag What I Learned Today. The easiest way to do it, quite honestly, is to go to, if you're listening to the podcast today at whatever time, we live stream every morning from 7 until 9 a.m. Central Time. That would be 8 until 10 a.m. Eastern. And you can be in the Rumble chat room. You can be in the chat room at the DailyMoJo.com. We're everywhere. We're everywhere you want to be. And then just tag us in your posts at Real Brad Staggs, at Real Ron Phillips over there. Pecan Pie 82, 10% flat tax system. I am in. Okay.
That might work.
It might. Wombat Mommy, damn it, Brad, we went from cow buttholes to horse rectums. We went from cow. When did we talk about cow buttholes? What is it with you fifth graders anyway? Damn it with Beaver. So they use they're giving money to billionaires, millionaires, because it's been their outcry from the beginning. It's all to evoke emotion. And I think, and you're right, and I think that it's not working this time. That's why they're all in such a freaking panic. Because they sure seem panicked. Now, she was very measured, and look at that. Look at that look. That's her attempt at the J.D. Vance. I don't care, Margaret. Right? That's the look. I could kill you with my little fingers right there. Dr. Free Range Prisoner over on the X says that Slutnik woman sounds a bit like Obama did when he gave the 2006 response to Bush. A bunch of fluffy talk. We all know how that worked out. Right. They all say the right things because it was very measured. It was very even-keeled. And
she wanted to hold it aside.
Make those bazillionaires pay their fair share, because that's why we are so upside down in this economy. That's why eggs are $18 a dozen. That couldn't have anything to do with slaughtering the chickens, could it? How many chickens did we off?
Quite a few, right? Bird flu,
right?
Avian flu,
why is nobody mentioning that?
Because they don't want to remind anybody. That's why the egg prices are so high. And it's Trump's fault, even though all of that slaughtering happened before he came back into office. Yeah.
Right. And didn't USDA chick?
Yep.
Wasn't she the one that refused to leave? Was that her?
Somebody did, but I don't remember if it was her.
One of them, yeah. They made her. They had to perp walk her out. According to Grok, who is getting really way too convenient now. I'm telling you. You ask any question whatsoever, and Grok has immediately an answer, and an up-to-date answer. And this is just technically AI. As of March 4th, 2025, the current bird flu outbreak in the United States has resulted in the deaths of over 136 million birds, including chickens, turkeys, ducks, and other poultry. This figure is expected to increase as the outbreak continues. U.S. egg industry sees record chicken deaths from bird flu. That's that was a piece, University of Nebraska Medical Center, January 14th of this year. So it's not the economy that is causing eggs to be so damned expensive. It's supply and demand. It's the base. That's a lesson right there in economics. The supply of eggs has gone way down. The demand for eggs has stayed pretty much the same, which, as if they should be teaching it in 5th grade, means the prices go up. It has nothing to do with tariffs, but they're trying to connect all these dots that aren't there. Did that make sense? I mean, we spent, 20 minutes talking about eggs.
Yeah.
Right after we got through with plastic horses and buttholes. But it's not that complicated. And I think people are actually starting to wake up. A lot of people are starting to wake up and see that. And that's, again, why the people in the Democrat Party are really going, whoa, this is not a good thing. And they're trying anything that they can to try to sway public opinion. Speaking of public opinion, I was listening to a program, what was it called? Chewing the
Cud.
Is that what it is?
Chewing the Fat.
Cud.
Chewing the Fat with Jeff Fisher. Chewing the Fat. Yep.
Wow, so you've listened to that too?
I have. I've heard it before.
Is he still scheduled to be we're going to reach out to him and see if he could be a guest on the program.
I think so. Supposed to be today.
Okay. All right. Well, I heard on a recent episode of the Chewing the Cud thing that Mike Lindell and My Pillow are having some issues. According to a story at the New York Post, Mike Lindell's My Pillow, and the headline reads, stiffed FedEx for nearly $9 million in unpaid delivery fees, according to a lawsuit. The delivery giant accused the pillow pusher of breach of contract, failing to pay $8.8 million, according to the lawsuit filed in Memphis federal court last week. Business relationship between My Pillow and FedEx began in February 2021. Really? You started using FedEx in 2021? Anyway, My Pillow, FedEx is no longer shipping My Pillow products due to non-payment. Now, I don't know how you feel about. I still like Mike Lindell. I think that he fought the good fight. I still think he's right. Now, court said nope, and that he lost. Was it a $5 million bet? It wasn't really a bet. It was, I'll pay you $5 million if you can. I don't remember what it was. Basically, if you can prove that I'm wrong about the being stolen and the dude. Anyway, bottom line, you can look it up for yourself. If you, because in full disclosure, I don't, doing My Pillow a spot here. If you like Mike Lindell, if you think he was on the right side of history and the legal industry as Pete Schwartz called it yesterday, which I think is a great term for it. It's the legal industry. It's not the justice system. It's the legal industry. If you think if Lindell got screwed in the system, you still want to support him, go to MojoMyPillow.com, use the promo code Mojo50. Full disclosure, I think it's the best way to do things in this case. Now, if you think if you think Mike Lindell's a scumbag and deserves everything, don't buy anything from My Pillow. Speak with your wallet. If you do believe that he has done the right thing and he was on the right side of history, talk with your money. Buy something. They've got some great deals over there on the body pillow with a pillowcase, which, again, if you're lonely in the middle of the night, like Ron is so often, you get this body pillow and you don't have to worry about it being too hot, too cold, because it's just perfect every time. If you want a pair of Mojo My Pillow My Slippers, those are on sale right now, too, for as low as, I think in some cases, $25. Bottom line is this. I don't know if My Pillow is going to make it or not. No idea. They might not. But in the meantime, much like Joann's Fabrics, take advantage of the sales.
Yeah, you're almost out of frame. There you go. Thank you.
Well, how? I haven't moved it.
No, you have. No, you've been almost out since the beginning. But since you're bringing it up, I'll just go ahead and tell you. Thank you for sliding to the right. There you go. You're right there now.
Everybody wants
right
to be
there.
a damn director.
Look at you.
Everybody wants to be a director.
Well, they
I'm
just
not
don't know
very
how to do
comfortable
it
in this spot. I feel like
you feel like you need to be over a little bit.
I'm out of my key light. I think that's what it is. But go to mojomypillow.com and vote with your wallet. You think it's good or bad that Mike Lindell's having these problems? I don't know. But now you know the whole story, and we might hear more from, who'd you say it was, Jeff Fisher?
Yeah, Jeff Fisher. Yeah.
Jeff Fisher on the Chewing the Cud podcast. He's due to be on this program, I believe, a little bit later on in this first hour. But it's mojomypillow.com.
Where political correctness comes to die. The Daily MoJo.
I just realized, looking at that shot that you have up on your screen right now, didn't have the light on all of the fabulous things that people have sent us over the years.
Shelves are filling up, buddy. I love that.
It is, and I mean, there's more stuff that doesn't even fit up there right now. But of course, we've got the F-bombs dropping over here. Came to us from the late great Robin. It's still hard to believe that she's gone. Isn't it?
I know.
We've got the Mr. Spock. You can see right up in through here. That was from Doc and Skip's studio at the house. Got some spotted dick up there. There's no collection is complete without a little spotted dick. See, over in the Rumble chat room, actually, Brad, Canada has a 200% tariff on eggs and has for years from Not My Dog. Okay. See, y'all are a lot smarter than I am. I mean, except for that one guy. But Not My Dog also said the rich should be paying their fair share. There's no excuse for the top 10% to be paying 40% of our taxes. I know, right? And that it's just all you have to do is look up some facts and figures, and you can find out what is what's right, what's wrong, who's lying, who's not, for the most part. And I really do believe more and more people are doing that.
Well, paying their fair share is reasonable, is a reasonable statement.
Sure.
But trying to make it where people don't want to be rich because it's miserable is stupid. I mean,
I don't know how many people it's made not want to be rich because.
Well, but I mean, if you've got to give up 40% of your money because you're rich, I mean, that's what people strive for, is to become wealthy.
Well, and again, the tax system is so completely different for people, for the uber wealthy like Elon Musk. I mean, I don't know what he makes a year and how they figure out what he's taxed, because they don't make money per se on, well, they wrote him a paycheck from Tesla for whatever it is. You know, it's not for 40 hours work this way. Oh, he works some overtime, got time and a half. It's not the way it works. There are trusts and foundations, and they all use the system. And the system has been good to them. What Trump is doing is trying to change the system. Well, and that's why everybody is freaking the hell out on both sides.
Yeah.
On both sides of the aisle. And I had this thought about the FBI, the head of the Southern District up there in New York. He quit, right?
Hennessy or Hennessy or something.
Yeah.
Dennehy. Yeah.
Whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, he resigned.
He quit.
Yeah.
He resigned because he did not want to turn over all of those documents. What was it? What is in those documents? And I say this after having watched the Octopus Murders again. Still watching. Have you seen that documentary?
I have not.
Oh, it's amazing, and it goes back to a software called Promise, Promis. It is cybersecurity software that a company, a dude had created and was selling it to the CIA. And essentially it was some sort of software used in spying and CIA stuff. But the fascinating part of it was that when the CIA, I guess they were selling it to other countries and other entities, if this other entity installed the promised software on their computer system, the CIA was able to sneak into their computer system. It gave them a back door into the computer system. Well, the company that, what was it called? Unislaw, something or other, that created this software, again, selling it to the CIA. The CIA stiffed the company and this dude like to the tune of a couple $1 million and then stole the software. And, which, surprise, there was the Octopus Murders is about this journalist who was trying to chase down all of these loose ends, try to bring this story to light so that, justice could be had. Laughable. But they ended up killing him. They said it was a suicide, but the guy ended up with, he sliced his wrist 8 times on one and 4 on the other, right through the tendons.
Wow.
If you think about that, that's hard to do. You can't slice through the tendons on one hand and then use that hand to
do it
slice
again.
your other one.
Yeah.
Right. It's just, the dude was offed. And strangely, he was staying in a motel, and not only was he offed, but all of his research and he was going to write a book. All of that went missing. Go figure. And so the people that run around in those levels of society and government, they're used to a much different, let's call it a work atmosphere than you and I are. Generally speaking, if you go into work and you discover that somebody in your office is, they're buying the good coffee, they shouldn't be doing that. We just need Nescafe, whatever it is. They don't generally kill you to prevent that information from coming out. Most often. I mean, every now and then you'll hear a story of a crazy person, but in the CIA and government departments and things like that, where we're talking about a ton of money and power, they'll kill you if you are planning to do something that they don't want you to do. They'll just take you out. And they may or may not ever find your body. So the dude at the FBI, what is in the Epstein files that is so important? He's like, F it, I quit. I'm not.
It depends on how much pressure he was getting from everybody who's in the Epstein files.
But that's what I'm saying. He knows they're willing to kill him. And so he quit. I mean, he's like, nope, I do not want to play in this game anymore. I'm out of here.
Yeah, because he quit on Sunday, right? He quit on Sunday,
turn the stuff over.
They got the stuff on Monday.
Right. If he had turned it over, would he have shown up dead? Is the point? Because they are not. Well, they're not effing around.
So it was a Friday. They got the stuff to her on Friday morning, according to her, but he quit over the weekend.
Okay. Did they really get the stuff to her?
I don't know. She said she got truckloads.
Exactly. Sure. Okay. Whatever you say. The bottom line is these people are not messing around. They'll take you out if you're doing something they don't want you to do. And I think that's the part of all of this that many of us have a hard time wrapping our heads around. They're not playing. They are serious as a heart attack, and people will die. Look at Seth Rich.
Yeah.
Well, that was just a robbery gone bad, right? Okay. You say so. I have been dying. Not literally. And by the way, I'm not suicidal, and I've got no health issues that I'm aware of. I mean, Ron, on the other hand, he's a walking bag of medical problems. And so if he shows up, but Ron, if you do end up, room temperature, can I have some of your stuff?
Sure, Brad.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
This this video that I found on YouTube, the only thing I saw was put your eggs in orange Fanta and you will thank me. And I have not watched this whole video because I wanted to share it with you. Because what possibly could happen if you put eggs in your orange Fanta, Ron?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I have no earthly idea. We're about to find out
Did you
together.
know that if you put 2 eggs in orange Fanta, then cover it and beat it for 2 Did you know that if you put 2 eggs in orange Fanta,
Thank you.
then cover it and beat it for 2 minutes? Then very carefully we will put it in the blender.
Okay.
I also add the egg whites that we added previously and blend for 2 minutes.
All right.
Once at this point, we will add 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 cups of flour.
Okay. I'm pause it right.
What the hell?
Is
I
it-
thought maybe they're
I
making
know,
a
right?
smoothie
It's like-
or something.
I was down for the smoothie until it was how much butter? This is a heart attack on a plate,
like
right?
a pound. I
We
don't know.
conti-
Yeah, a pound of butter and a whole bunch of flour.
Continue blending for another minute and then add a tablespoon of orange zest. Plus a tablespoon of baking powder.
Okay.
One time at this point, we will transfer it to an oven-proof container.
Oh, so they're making a Fanta cake.
What's an oven-proof container?
That's a good question.
So something that's safe, oven safe is I think is what she was looking for.
Then we will take it to the oven preheated to 180 degrees Celsius and leave it for about 40 minutes.
Okay.
And just like that, we have made a delicious orange Fanta flavored cake.
Huh.
And I'm sure you didn't know this recipe, so leave me your note down here in the comments.
You think that was AI?
It sounded like it.
Now I kind of want to try it
An
now.
orange Fanta. Orange.
An orange Fanta cake. Doesn't that seem like it might be good?
Might be fun.
A little?
Yep.
I might try that. I don't know why I thought of Wade Robertson when I saw that, but I did for some reason. So Wade, you're welcome.
It's all the raw eggs.
Now here's Big Mike and Phil.
This is Phil Bell on the Daily MoJo with your morning update. Jasmine Crockett, Queen of Division and Fear. Jasmine Crockett, I'm really glad you're here. All right, sung to the tune of Davy Crockett, we're talking about Jasmine Crockett, another Texan who has absolutely nothing in common with Davy Crockett other than Texas and the last name Crockett. Now, you're probably wondering, but Phil, you said you're glad she's here. Why is that? The reason is simple. You see, Jasmine Crockett represents a portion of Texas, specifically an inner city portion of Texas in Dallas. And she is just the latest example of many liberal Democrats who have taken over these centers of commerce and are trying to use them as platforms to spread socialism and evil. Now, when you think about the United States origins, all of the success that we have had, a lot of it has started in our cities, such as Philadelphia, such as New York City, and yes, such as downtown Dallas. That's where commerce started. That's where the desire for freedom burned the strongest. Now, while we do very well outside of the cities, people like Jasmine Crockett continue to get reelected and continue to have the ability to impose their far left policies on us because we struggle in the cities. So it is critically important that we exploit people like Jasmine Crockett and racist Rashida Tlaib and the others who represent these areas by using them to explain why their programs are so bad. Let them know that people like Jasmine Crockett, rather than attending President Trump's speech and being able to offer a cogent counter-argument, decided to go and make TikTok videos with several other members of the Junior Squad. No matter what your political persuasion is, that should make you angry because that means she does not have the ability to represent her constituents. And yes, they do, at the end of the day, want freedom, free markets, individual liberty, and opportunity. If we as patriots take the time to take that message and use their insanity to our advantage, then we will one day, yes, be able to win over the cities the same way we have won over the suburbs and rural areas. And that will be an important down payment on making sure that freedom continues in this land for centuries to come. So what I want you to do is leave a message in the comments. Let us know what you are doing to spread our ideas in the inner cities. And I also want you to download the Daily MoJo smartphone app and enable notifications. That way you'll be up to date on the latest craziness and good stuff coming out of Washington, D.C., and you'll know how to share it with others. We'll see you down the line, and thanks for choosing the Daily Mojo.
Phil Bell's morning update is only on the Daily
.com.
You're listening to the Lunatic Fringe of American radio, the Daily Mojo.
Pope Freebie the 38th says, if the Lord chooses to smite me with being rich, then may I never recover. Yep. Dr. Zonos, is the Promise software the most evil data scraping program ever? One never knows, does one? Was the beaver getting excited over the orange? Is it orange soda bread? This makes one wonder.
Yeah.
And let's see, his misinformation is in there. I can see the smirk.
Asked this question. Are we almost there yet, Sharon? Sharon says, wait, what? What happened to Robin? Well, unfortunately,
Robin
we lost
assumed room temperature.
Yeah, we lost her at the beginning of the year. I think it was, January 5th or something?
Well, we didn't lose her. We know where she is.
Yeah.
She's dead.
Yeah.
So there's a big difference.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and it was a heart attack. So, it came as a shock, which I've discovered I should never, ever again send any. If you get a text from me that says, "Are you alive?" Run. Yep. It's not a good text to get from me because 2 out of 2 on those.
Well, it's better than going, "Hey, how's your day? Your day going okay?" And that not ever being seen.
Is it?
Hope your day's going well.
You say so.
Zoom room is up and running, by the way.
If you're blending, why put it into the bottle at all? Don't try to make sense of it.
That's a good point, though.
Just enjoy.
So you can beat it.
Just enjoy your beaver cake or whatever the hell what's it called? Orange something.
Orange Fanta cake.
Orange Fanta cake.
Fanta.
Oh, yesterday I was commenting about Honora, having never seen it. And did I play the trailer? I don't think I didn't. I didn't get to play the trailer because we were talking with
this is the one that won the Best Picture?
This is Best Picture.
Okay.
Best Picture. So here is the trailer for Honora. No idea why it starts with
Yo. Should we got milk?
Do you see milk in the fridge?
No.
Then I didn't pick up the milk.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Annie. You don't have cash? Let's go to the ATM. Well, we could go chill out in a private room.
I got a kid who wants someone who speaks Russian.
My Russian is terrible. I can't even roll my R's.
No. Я просто хотел тебе предложить. Ты хочешь быть эксклюзивно со мной?
You want to be exclusive with me? He asks.
15. Cash up front.
Deal.
Deal.
So far, it's Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman.
If I get married to an American, I wouldn't have to go back to Russia.
Okay, so who should marry? And you, Nora, take this handsome.
Aha, look.
My wife! Да я был с ним 2 недели назад буквально. Он не жена.
Well, you did tell them, right?
Иванжан, открой дверь, пожалуйста.
Vanya, should I call 911?
Ты женился на какой-то проститутке?
What?
Это она? Иван!
Like, what do you do to get all of this?
I am telling you, you do not know this guy.
Vanya?
It's a fraud marriage, and we're getting in an old ASAP.
That's a nice guy.
Vanya, be a man and talk to me. What is that? Is that a butterfly?
Yeah, it's a butterfly.
You're so classy. I know. I got dollar signs like a real hoe.
Okay, that's a funny line. You're looking at her fingernails. Is that a butterfly?
That's so classy.
I got dollar signs like a real hoe. So it's a dude that marries a stripper, and his parents don't like it. So his parents are playing the part of Jason Alexander in Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yep.
And it's a feel good, well, look, and she comes out on top. And see what I did there? I didn't even mean to. And still. Man, I can't go wrong, can I? It's just really, this is a problem. So, I mean, it doesn't look, it's not one of those, boy, I have got to go see that.
Yeah, but you didn't hear anything about it before it won. No, I never heard of that movie.
No, if I play the clip of Late Night, we'll get tagged, won't we? Because it's NBC
probably,
and they hate. Although, didn't last time when we tried this, we played it at like 1.25 speed, and the algorithm didn't pick it up.
You can try that. Either way, I don't. When you say we got tagged, I think they blocked it. So yeah,
that's called getting tagged.
No, because sometimes we get tagged for copyright, but they, instead of giving us the little bits of money that come in on it, they give it to the copyright owner, but they don't block it sometimes.
No, generally it's NBC Universal has claimed ownership and bite me.
Yeah.
You can't use it, which, okay, whatever. I do.
Oscar nomination for work in the award.
Why is everything starting twice?
Oscar nomination for work in the award-winning film Honora, which is in theaters and available on demand. Let's take a look.
This
movie. But before we get to it, Sarah Sherman, who works at SNL, wrote a sketch with Jake Nordman, and she talked about it, and we wanted to bring the prop back out because we heard you were a fan. This is the Honora Menorah. And this did not play. They did it at the show. It bombed a dress, but
Why would it bomb?
Why would it bomb? It's beautiful.
She comes across as she seems like a reasonably.
Thank you. I also appreciate SNL giving me these boobs. That is amazing.
Is this more exciting, seeing the Honora Menorah up close and personal, or the Oscar nomination?
Oh, the Honora Menorah. For sure. Yeah.
This is a movie.
I mean, she seems like a sweet little kid.
Yeah.
All of this to say, the difference between this and, like, say, a Snow White with what's her face that is just unbearable. Rachel Zegler. I mean, what a giant pain in the ass, she's got to be. This kid, actually, if you watch any of the interview there, and I just happened upon it, I wasn't like watching Late Night with Seth Meyer because, boy, he got annoying, didn't he?
Yeah.
But, I mean, she seems like a fairly down-to-earth. She hasn't gone full Hollywood retard yet, and maybe that's coming. Maybe it happens to all of them. I don't know. But she seems like a reasonable human being. And it's like, well, okay, that's nice. The movie does not, again, seem anything like, it's not, you got to rush out there and get it and watch it. I'm just trying to not be so narrow-minded. And, well, was I narrow-minded to begin with? I don't think I was. All I was pointing out was that how does a movie that made $500,000 in its opening weekend and no one knows about, how does it win Best Picture? How does it do that? It's happened. This isn't the first time it's happened. It's happened before. But is it really Best Picture? And she got for best lead actress. And I think the screenplay, I mean, it swept the Academy Awards. And it's like, you just try to make sense of it. Are they trying to put out there the narrative that sex workers are okay? Okay. I mean, I don't condemn them for what they're doing. Everybody's got to make a living. If that's the way they figure that they've got to do it, I mean, more power to them. What's Catch Me Outside? How about that chick?
Yeah.
How much she making? What is it, like $7 million or something crazy? After Dr. Phil kind of roasted her. Yeah. Wisconsin Jackhole says, "Yeah, that looks so not interesting." Yeah, it just really. There's nothing spectacular. It's not a trailer that makes me go, Man, that's on the edge of my seat. How can we gotta now. But then did Pretty Woman when it came out?
Well, more so than this did. I mean, people knew who both of those actors were.
Yeah.
I mean, she was relatively new, Julia Roberts, but Richard Gere was, hell, people knew who he was. Officer and a Gentleman, all that mess.
You know why they knew him? Because of gerbils.
Oh, man. I remember that.
You think that's true?
No.
You think it's true?
No, but then somebody shoved horses up their butt, so maybe it was true.
Right?
I don't know. That's crazy.
Stable condition. Shut up. Stop it. All right, here's the trailer for Pretty Woman. Now put yourself.
Sorry, that was my bad.
Welcome to Hollywood.
That was my bad. Sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
Who was that guy? Bob who?
Bob somebody.
Everybody comes to Hollywood, got a dream. What's your dream?
When I was a little girl, I would pretend I was a princess trapped in the tower, and then this knight on a white horse would come charging up and rescue me.
Could you tell me how to get to Beverly Hills?
Sure. For $5.
You can't charge me for directions.
I can do anything I want to, baby. I am Lois.
All right, okay. You have change for 20?
For 20, I'll show you personally. Wow.
Impressed?
You kidding me? I come here all the time. Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two. Close your mouth, dear.
Who is this girl? Does she work? She's in sales.
Touchstone Pictures presents the story of a date.
This isn't a date, it's business.
That led to a deal.
I have a business proposition for you. I'm going to be in town until Sunday. I'd like you to spend the week with me.
That's becoming a dream come true.
Time to shop. Get rid of your gum.
All right.
I don't believe you did that. You're going to be spending an obscene amount of money in here. So we're going to need a lot more help sucking up to us because that's what we really like. You understand me?
Sir, if I may say so, you're in the right store and the right city, for that matter.
They're two people who have no business being together.
Everybody is trying to land him.
Well, I'm not trying to land him. I'm just using him for sex.
Just doing a little business.
The company I'm buying this week, I'm getting for the bargain price of about $1 billion.
$1 billion? Your folks must be really proud, huh?
Everything was going their way.
Well done!
Well done! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Until...
I don't want you to go.
You hurt me.
Yes.
Don't do it again.
Something unexpected happened.
What the hell is wrong with you this week?
You fell in love with him? Did I not teach you anything?
Look, I'm not stupid, okay? I'm not in love with him.
I can find you an apartment and get you a car.
I want more. I want the fairy tale.
I think you are a very special woman.
You're a dream coming true.
Touchstone Pictures presents Richard Gere.
So what happened after? He climbed up the tower and rescued her.
Julia Roberts.
She rescues him right back.
Pretty Woman.
Maybe you guys could, get a house together. Buy some diamonds.
Oh!
See, watching that doesn't make me want to go see Pretty Woman either. Would it have you? But Pretty Woman is a great movie. It's funny.
Did we know it was great, though, in 1990? We probably didn't know it was great until 95.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Is that...
So in about 5 years, we should watch Nora. I see what you're saying.
Are we going to... Yeah, with Nora, are we going to, in 5 years, go, whoa, that is an amazing movie. I can't believe I ever dogged it. It's... I mean, you have to step back every now and then and look at these things. And are we being too whiny about Hollywood being too weird? Wade Robertson, why are we back talking pop culture again? Hollywood is done. F them. No one cares. Next subject. So boomer of y'all to be into movies and stuff. Remember, culture is ahead of news. Egg shortage because hens identifying as roosters. That could be it. That absolutely could be it. But again, going back to Wisconsin Jackal, yeah, that looks so not interesting. But did you say the same thing about Pretty Woman? Patrick G. never saw Pretty Woman? Lisa Tutt says, now that was a good movie. That is, and Dr. Zonos, thank you. Right. Now here's the trailer for Pretty Woman, and Jeffy pops up.
Yeah, sorry about that, Jeffy. You are a pretty man, though. I'll just give you that.
It's just a damn good thing that he had his clothes on. That's all I'm going to say. Did you any update on our Penn is situation?
No, I'm sorry. I don't have an update recently. No, I mean,
good. Go get your pen at mojolaserpros.com.
Yeah, thank you.
mojolaserpros.com. That's it. That's all I have to say about that. So I'm guessing in a minute we will.
Wow. All right. Thanks. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
If you're offended, you're listening wrong. The Daily Mojo.
Turd.
Me? A turd? I don't think so. Okay. Good. Oh, jeez. Is what's his name back in the Rumble chat room? Chris?
Oh, probably.
I think he is. So we have a troll. Our troll is back. Ironically, this is good because our troll is back, and he was on the program on Saturday Morning Live, which is co-hosted by, what's his name?
Jeff Fisher.
Jeff Fisher, ladies and gentlemen, the co-host of the Saturday Morning Live program. That's when you actually...
Happy to be here. Is there a co-founder or is it just a founder of the Insiders Club? Does Ron have
just
one
a
that
founder.
says co-founder?
No, just founder.
Wow, I'd be pissed.
No,
I'm
that's
pissed
a level.
on your behalf, Ron.
That's a level. Everybody, we've got founder level. So there's like 20 of them.
It's multi-level marketing is what we're doing.
Oh, I
for
see.
The Insiders Club.
I
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't
know she was missing her level, but we found it.
And first of all, Richard Gere was a star before Pretty Woman. I mean, he had Officer and a Gentleman. He had American Gigolo. I mean, he was a big star.
I agree. Yeah.
Oh, shut up, Ron. Like you know what you're talking about now. You don't even know which
Richard
button to push
Gere.
at the right time.
I know.
And Mikey Madison from Honora is great. Do you ever watch Better Things? She was great in Better Things. That's not.
I love their first album. Well, first CD, really. I mean, I think it went. Didn't it go multi-platinum?
Yeah, it did. It did.
I think
but
it
I will
did.
say one thing about Honora. I sent you a chart. I'm sure you checked your email.
I've been checking my stupid email this whole time, and nothing has come in. When did you send it?
Just a couple minutes ago, actually.
Okay, there, yeah.
But
Thank you.
there's a chart where it talks about Honora being the lowest grossing film for Best Picture. That's pretty incredible. I mean, they only made $41 million, and nobody saw it. But, Hollywood loves that story of it's an independent film. They didn't spend a whole bunch of money. They stars. It has sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's it's their culture.
And that's the thing. Hang on a second. I'm trying to.
Was that not a movie like they played at the Cannes Film Festival first?
First of all,
Probably,
it's Cannes.
yeah.
You
Whatever, Cannes.
You. What are you? Some sort of a?
I take back my
middle-class
co-founder.
Citizen? No kidding.
Yeah, but that's one of those movies they play there first.
Yeah.
And then everybody starts hawking it from there.
And they love it. And that's what, in his speech, in one of his speeches, after, they cleaned house at the Oscars, but one of his speeches, he went off on, independent films, how great it is. And please make films for the movies, for the movie screens. People need to get back to the theaters. And that's like, okay, yeah, that's great. But you say that, but the only way people are going to be seeing your movie now is through streaming services. So back off.
Yeah,
I get it. You want us to watch it on the movie screen. I got it. But we're going to watch it at home on our movie screens, okay?
That's where the money is. They realize that everything is shifting. The paradigm shift in everything is shifting, even the way we're going to see movies. Now, tell me what this chart is.
Okay, this just shows, the best pictures and how much they made domestically. And Honora was for only 41 million. So, I mean, nobody saw it, is my point. And that's what you were saying. That's a movie that no one saw. And yet it cleaned house.
2.2, Titanic. $2.22 billion.
Yeah, it was a monster.
Dances with Wolves. But there was, again, to be fair to Honora, the trailer for Pretty Woman, I'm trying to put myself back in my mindset of 1990 when it came out. There's nothing about that I think would have made me want to go, I've got to see that.
That was a date night movie, and everybody loved the whole idea of the hooker, landing the rich guy.
That ever happened?
No.
Was the hooker ever?
No is the answer. No, because the hookers. This is just me now. My opinion.
Uh-huh.
Most hookers that I've come across don't look like Julia Roberts. Just saying. They look like Honora with bruises and a couple of meth teeth gone and that kind of thing. So, because Honora has in the end. The struggle with Honora is that she wants to believe that she's just a dancer and a stripper, not a hooker. But that is not true.
Well, that's because she has butterflies instead of dollar signs.
Right.
Right.
I got dollar signs like a real hoe.
Right.
Again, Honora may be a great movie. I don't know. Just and Mikey Madison does come across that interview with Seth Meyers. She was cute. She was friendly. She didn't. She wasn't all hoity-toity.
I like Mikey.
Yet, she hasn't come across as being hoity-toity yet.
Yeah, well,
now you get best actress and best picture.
That's right. Is she going to do those $6 million indie films now? I think not.
Right.
I have a house to pay for.
And then, yeah. Now, if she's smart, she does 2 or 3 good projects, and she saves her money, and she lives a nice life afterward. But or is this going to be? Oh, okay. Real quickly, back to the Mr. Remember the Trump or the troll we had in the chat room? He's back. And he wouldn't call in. He would not call in. No. Well, it doesn't bother me. It's like if you're going to troll, at least do it with some professionalism. You're just not being a good troll at this point because
I'm happy to provide this program of trolls. He seems to be following me around, so I like it.
You really, I think it's more about you. It's more about you, I think, than him. So if anybody wants to dispose of him in the chat room, be my guest. I do you have something you could talk about for a second? Because I got 30 seconds. I got to go grab something. And so can you just?
Yeah.
Because I know if I gave that to Ron, it'd be 30 seconds.
We can talk. I don't know if you talked about it on your show or not. I missed a couple episodes of the Morning Mojo or the Daily Mojo or whatever this thing is called this week. But I see where Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick has proposed to, we have the Gulf of America now. We have Mount McKinley, and we're renaming everything to make it the real names, I guess. And
what's he want to do now? What's he wanting to do?
He wants to change the name of the New York strip steak to the Texas strip to better market Texas beef. He's filed a resolution to rename the steak cut to reflect the name of the Lone Star State in order to better market Texas beef, show representation for the state's approximately 12.2 million head of cattle. So under his new resolution, restaurants and grocery stores in the state would need to reprint their menus to read Texas strip instead of New York strip steak. I would like to say good luck with that. That's good luck because it's a little late.
Does the guy not have anything better to do?
It's a little late.
It is a little late. What
it
the
is.
hell?
It's way late.
What are you guys talking about?
People are still going to call it New York strip steak. Sorry, that's just the way it is. And I get it. You want a Texas strip. So what you do is when you leave the board, you leave your headphones in. That way you're able to hear the show while you're doing whatever you're doing.
Well, no, I had to go to the commissary at the motel to heat up the pizza. Because when I was, this is a stuffed crust from Domino's, and like you, when I heard you say that the Domino's is introducing stuffed crust, I'm like,
yeah.
Wait, didn't they already have stuffed crust?
I know that even they said that nearly 3/4 of their customers believed that they had stuffed crust, and yet no, they did not. So,
and I like who was it? Like Pizza Hut? Who had stuffed crust before?
Pizza Hut was the founding member of Pizza Hut. Actually, has the founder T-shirt for the stuffed crust.
Oh, okay, I got you.
In fact, if you had checked your email that I sent you a commercial that our own Donald Trump was in, who launched the stuffed crust pizza for Pizza Hut, and they made like $300 million the first year. I mean, it was a big deal, and so then it took a long time for other companies to go, that's probably a pretty good idea. We should do that. Because when I was listening to the what is it? Was she the CEO or no? She's the chief marketing officer. I'm sorry, the CMO of Domino's. They said, well, we just thought it was gimmicky, and we thought it would cause kitchen bottlenecks, and we didn't want to do that. But now we're more interested. Well, at the time, I kind of get it. At the time, Domino's was like, we'll get it to you in 30 minutes or less, right? You had Domino pizza drivers driving 100 miles an hour to deliver pizzas everywhere.
I'd forgotten about that too. All right, here's the Trump commercial.
Do you really think this is the right thing for us to be doing, Ivana?
What will people think?
Let them talk. Ivana. It's wrong, isn't it?
But it feels so right.
Then it's a deal?
Yes, we eat our pizza the wrong way.
Crust first.
Introducing stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. With a ring of cheese baked into a totally new, thinner crust, you'll want to eat it the wrong way. Crust first.
May I have the last slice?
Actually, you're only entitled to half.
Large.
Oh, see what he did there. Wouldn't it have been cool to have him introduce the Domino's stuffed crust pizza too?
They could not afford that.
Would that
they could not afford that.
Can the president do that?
Probably not.
Why not?
And
I don't know. I mean,
why not?
I don't think he can. I guess they could hire him, right? Maybe, but they wouldn't because then they would piss off.
Oh, that's exactly why they should have done it. I mean, even if it's just to show the Domino's driver pulling up to the White House with the stuffed crust, he doesn't even have to say anything.
Well, I got to say that I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, Domino's is
good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a huge Domino's fan, but I will say their thin crust is not bad. There's a Domino's close
I got one
to the
of the
studios that not bad.
I ordered a thin crust too, and it was more like cardboard.
I know.
No,
yeah.
I will.
Well,
I will
if they
have to
overcook
say-
it, you need to stand over the chef.
That's
while
what they
they're
do.
cooking it. Yeah, they always do.
Well,
this morning.
And I ordered it at 6:00, and it was here at 6:25. I'm like, damn, because I thought it would take like 45 minutes. I'd forgotten.
Yeah.
Do they still do the 30-minute guarantee?
I don't think that's a sales point for them anymore. Although I think they probably try to speed up their deliveries because Papa John's, like, I will say that this household from time to time does order Papa John's from the app, and it usually it isn't 25 minutes. I'll tell you that.
Well, I was impressed with the speed of delivery. The pizza itself is meh. And you can only get stuffed crust in a medium. You can't get it in a large.
Oh, see, they're already keeping the man down. Okay.
Yeah. So it's okay. And how the hell did so the deal was 2 medium pizzas, $6.99 each.
Okay.
And I threw in some mac and cheese. And one of those things that when you click order, it says, "Oh, wait, Zach, you want some of these little Parmesan whatever bread?" Yeah, whatever. I was like, "Yeah," because they're only like $6.99, whatever it was.
Sure, why not? I'm already drop 40 instead of 20. I'm in.
Okay, that was exactly it. It was like $43. And I went back and I'm like, "How the hell did that turn into $43 that
it's only
fast?"
$6.99.
Right. They do some kind of mind F on you when you're ordering pizza.
I mean, absolutely.
Because I was stunned when it was $43 for 2 pizzas.
Hey, we bought dinner the other night from a local chicken place, and you go in and like they have, you can get the 2-piece meal for $2.
Right.
So you make your order, and it's like, that'll be $90.
Mm-hmm.
What did I buy? The chicken farm? What are we doing?
How the hell do they do that? I don't know how they're, but
it works.
And then the
every
dude,
time.
when the dude arrives, I had just taken my methylene blue, which is really,
you are pathetic.
I love the methylene, with the exception of when you put it in your mouth, it turns your whole mouth blue.
Is it a sponsor for the
No.
MoJo,
I just
Daily MoJo, whatever this thing is we're on?
You should try it over at Chewing the Cud, though, because it really is. I think it works.
That's what I want.
But it does make it makes your mouth turn really like royal blue.
That's what I want. I want things that change the color of my skin.
And I didn't have the tooth in at the time, so
I thought you got this thing taken care of. Are you still walking around looking like a meth head? What are we doing?
No, it has to grow the roots. I explained this to Ron when we went to our Waffle House date the other night.
He did.
That when you put the implant thing in there, it has to grow roots into the rest, and it grows roots into like your brain before they can attach the real tooth to it. So in the meantime, you just get the little fakie to walk around with, so you don't look like a homeless hillbilly. And not that there's anything wrong with homeless hillbillies. Some of my best friends are homeless hillbillies, but. Not only did I not have the tooth in, but I'd just taken a methylene blue. So I walk out to the front door. I open the door, and the dude takes a step back. And he said, I wasn't sure if the doorbell worked. I said, no, it worked okay.
It worked.
And he said, what, were you drinking a slushie? And I was like, what are you Oh. First of all, it's none of your effing business what I was in there doing.
Thank you.
And
you
secondly, give me my damn pizzas.
Thank you.
And then I remembered that I should have clicked a little check mark on when you order online that says just leave it by the door.
Leave it at the door. I don't need to discuss
I don't know
things.
what I was thinking.
Speaking of that, we're losing some interaction between humans. My wife went
Thankfully.
I don't know that it is. It's so. I don't know. My wife went to a fast food restaurant last night, as a matter of fact, and she came back saying we've lost all social graces, all of it, because you walk in, you don't deal with the human, you order on an iPad or whatever screen they use, and then they just some person who is working in the back comes out and drops the food off on the counter and walks away. They don't say, thank you, nothing. It's just, here you go.
That was either McDonald's or Taco Bell. That's what ours
Taco
are around
Bell,
here.
as a matter of fact. It's Taco Bell, as a matter of fact. And
here's your food. Shut the hell up.
It is. Here you go. You ordered. Here you go. Here's your stupid tacos.
No interaction. Yep.
It's kind of sad.
I don't know that I have a problem with that.
I personally like the interaction.
Okay, but when they walk up to the counter and they go, buenos dias, and you have no idea what the hell they just said.
Well, I do.
How are you going to interact with them?
I've assimilated to this country, but now I don't have to, since English is American is the actual language that we speak now in this country.
They don't need to speak English. All you got to do is say burrito and taco. They understand those words.
Yes. Thank you.
Jose, una burrito. Jose, taco.
Thank you.
That's all.
Juanita.
That's all.
Yes, I want some of those spicy fries too. Okay. No, I don't want any hot sauce. Leave me alone. Get out of here.
What kind of dishwasher you got, Juanita? It doesn't. It's really quiet. It just does its job and doesn't say a damn thing.
It doesn't have to. Doesn't have to.
Right.
I mean, I get it. I get it. A lot of
days.
people don't like the interaction. It's, how's your day going? That kind of thing. I get it, but I enjoy that interaction.
I hate that question. They don't care.
No, but that's the point.
So, how's your day so far?
Creating a conversation. You're just. I like that.
How's your day? You don't give a shit. Why are you asking me that?
Well, okay, but there you go. Now you've engaged in conversation, and that person can say, "Yeah, you're right. I was just wondering if everything's okay." And then now you're talking to conversation. I like it.
Then you can say, "Are you illegal?"
Probably not the best route for the conversation. I'm saying.
Why? At that point, if we're going to get real, let's get real.
If you really want your pizza, it's probably not the best route.
Yeah, I mean, you could maybe walk up if they look like they don't understand you. Maybe you just self-deport. As you're reaching for your wallet, you just self-deport.
Right. I mean,
I'm pretty sure they understand that.
You're thinking of utopia now, and I don't. That's just not going to happen.
When they don't say anything, you just look up front and go, "Oh, ice," and
right. And then no, I meant for my drink.
Yeah, no,
I meant for my drink.
I need to get a bag. I need to get a bag.
Okay. And I don't know if you did or not, but did you know? And did you talk about the 40-day Target boycott that started yesterday?
My God! Well, no, there was the big blackout started on Friday.
Don't have to bring race into this.
Started on Friday, right? It was this big group that started the big blackout on Friday. Pretty sure that's what it was called. Gosh darn it! No, they had a special
big blackout.
Something I can't remember what it was called.
But yeah, this is part of the started yesterday.
Well,
okay.
CNN is incorrect, but go ahead.
Well, are you saying CNN doesn't get things right? How dare you? How dare you?
I mean, this may be a specific boycott that started yesterday, but it also is an adjacent boycott to the blackout that was supposed to start on Friday.
Well,
I thought that was a 24-hour blackout on Friday. I thought it was just a one day you don't go spend any money. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
What was that one for? What was that one for?
Democrats. If you're a liberal, don't spend any money.
They didn't want you to buy anything.
Right. That was across everything. But it was to show their spending power. That's right. To show how much spending power that they have.
Correct.
I'm sure it wasn't a blip at all.
I will say this: I boycotted Target. I didn't go there, so I'm in.
I didn't go.
I don't go to Target on a good
yesterday either.
I didn't go, so I guess I'm part of the boycott.
I love Target. This is a 40-day consumer boycott started yesterday because they have shifted away from DEI policies.
Yeah. Oh, well, then it's not really a boycott. It's like a left-leaning boycott.
Correct. And that's because the sisters, a week and a half ago, maybe it was a couple of weeks now, the sisters of the founder, the daughters of the founder wrote this strongly worded letter that they were pissed at the corporation for going back on their DEI policies. Now, the sisters, they're two daughters, so they are sisters, but they're the daughters of the founder. Okay, they have nothing to do with the company. They're just dad founded the company, and they've been living off his wealth forever. But they're pissed that the company has, gone back on their DEI policies. So,
well, you can't find any more.
This is not what our father and our uncle wanted. Oh, is it? You know that? Okay. All right. Yeah. They had DEI everywhere as they were creating this behemoth of a corporation. Okay. All right. You got it.
Who do they want to see more of whom hired? That's what I don't understand is, okay, what would make you happy?
Nothing will make them happy.
Okay. All right. I think that's the answer.
Black
people spend upwards of $12 million a day. And so we would expect some loyalty, some decency, and some camaraderie. This is what the founder of the boycott said. That would be the Reverend Jamal Bryant.
Okay, so the Reverend wants the black people who spend $12 million to boycott
a day. Does he mean individually or collectively? I'm just wondering.
Pretty sure he means collectively.
Okay. Melissa Butler, who's the CEO of the Lip Bar, one of the largest black-owned makeup companies carried in Target, said on TikTok that she was disappointed about their DEI pullback, but she worries that the boycott could hurt black-owned businesses.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm disappointed with the DEI, but I don't want to give up the sales that I'm making and the money that Target has given me. So go ahead and shop. I mean,
just
it's silly. Just silly. Silly.
And boycotts, I think it's great if you don't like. I to this day, and I maybe in my lifetime bought 5 things from Ben and Jerry's.
Oh, I don't know.
But
I don't know that I've reached that huge of a number.
Well, it's like they make moose tracks, right? I don't know if that's specific to them.
Sure.
But
I never was crazy
there was
about their product. So
they were on sale at Kroger. I don't know, a couple of months ago, whatever. Maybe it was during the summer, and it was like 2 for $6, 2 of the little pints or whatever they were, which is expensive still. But I bought some, and when I was buying, I was like, well, yes, and I felt a little twinge of, oh, my money is going to,
I know,
their whack. But by the same token, I thought $3 for this is really good, and I bought it, and it was good.
But it's not really good, but okay.
Well, if you went to like Marble Slab Creamery or whatever it's called, and you got the equivalent of, what's in that little container of ice cream, it would be $8.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
If you say so.
It would be. Don't question me. Don't look at me like that.
Ice cream by the gallon and just eating it at home.
Yep. Out of the gallon container. Yes.
Well, I like to call it portion control.
And it isn't even, they aren't even gallons anymore. I think Bluebell is the only one that actually has gallons. So you have
everything
to get
else is half gallon,
yep. Which aren't half gallons, by the way. They've been downsized as well.
Well, that's why they started going to the metric system, because I have no idea what half a milliliter or whatever the hell it is. And
correct.
It's the same size. No, it's not.
No,
they lied to us.
It is not
scumbags.
It is not the
All
same
right,
size.
Hold on. I have to pause for a very important message, and then can we talk about Kroger? Because I want to know what the CEO did too.
I know.
I don't know if he's my boy or not, but
your boy, you're the Kroger guy. When you mentioned going to Kroger, I almost brought it up because it reminded me.
Well, you should have.
That your boy got the boot, and they won't say.
I don't think he's my. He's not my boy, but
he's your boy.
We'll do it. We'll do it in a second on the Daily MoJo.
Stupidity
is not a competition. The whole island will become so,
unless you're a politician,
overly populated that it will tip over and capsize.
The Daily MoJo. The Daily MoJo.
The other Steve in the Rumble chat room says, "How's your day?" Well, my hemorrhoids are acting up. How's yours going? Right? I mean, that's what I want to say. Generally, when somebody asks me how my day is going, I'm doing okay, except, my dad just died. And then that just takes the whole thing right down a route that you're like, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Well, when I say just died, I mean 10 years ago. But still, I feel it every day. And I'd like to talk to you more about it. By the way, have you found Jesus? Well, you'll be moved right along in the line right there. Other Steve says, I hear Ron, so all the important people are here.
There you go. Love it.
Okay. Woodwaggy D19 says, Brad, I would still like to know how I call in. Dude, told you on Monday. On Saturday, said, on Monday, we'll announce it, and we did, and you didn't. So go back to Monday's show, figure out how to do it. Oh, Ron was too nice. He put it up there on the screen. And there you go. There you go. That's how you do it. God, if you're going to be a troll, at least be a good one, for crying out loud. Welcome back to, what's his name?
Wait, how do I
Jeff
do it?
Fisher.
I have to dial a number
Jeff
and
Fisher.
then enter a password and then say my secret word.
You have to go to a website and put in a password. Oh, yeah, this is video,
Right.
dude. We're doing video. If you're going to troll, we're putting you on video.
Mm-hmm. I bet he doesn't have
So go get cleaned up.
So is there
I
a
bet
way
he
that
doesn't
I
have the
can,
balls
is
to
there a
do
way
it.
that I can call the show without being on video? Is there just a regular audio phone call?
Who does that? I mean,
I'm just
seriously, who
asking
does
if
that?
There's a way. I didn't ask you to document who does
Well,
that.
yeah, there's a way.
Is there
Yes,
a
there's
way?
a way to do it. Yes, you could call me on my cell phone, and I could hold up the phone. Well, I don't even have to hold up the phone. I found this little neat gadget called a wire, and I plug the wire into the phone, and then it runs it through here. And yeah, so there is a way that a person could call in. Now, the trick there is knowing my phone number.
It's a good point.
And I'm not, I mean, the people who know it are the people that need to have it. Other than that, not so much. Oh, see, and there he goes now. He's just like Fat F Trump. See, I don't know what makes you think that we'd want to, anyway, at least be a good troll. You don't show your cards before you get on the program. Hold on, my phone's ringing here a second. Just let me grab this. Hi, the Daily MoJo. Can I help you?
Yeah. Hey, I was just calling in. You guys are great. And first time caller.
Long time listener?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay.
I just want to see if this actually works.
Thank you. See, it does. It does work. And thanks for calling the program. Call back when you can't stay longer.
Wow, technology is wonderful.
It is a wonderful thing. So see, it does actually work. Now, and again, just a lesson in trolling. See, you're one of the few, the privileged. And I'm not changing it. It doesn't matter what happens. I'm not changing my phone number. I've had it for 30 years. I'm not changing it.
Yeah, I've had this number for a long time too. I'm not changing it.
If people get it that I don't like, I just block them. You couldn't do that with landlines.
Yeah. Here's the thing, and you don't even have to block them. Here's what you can do: not answer it. It's an amazing thing.
Whoa!
I know. Know.
Yeah, but if you block them, they can't leave a voicemail. If you don't just answer it, they can leave a voicemail.
Right.
So
fill up your
go listen to their
voicemail.
I want to hear them go, hey, you never call me back. That's wrong.
Real quickly,
your boy,
your
boy from Kroger.
My boy. Yeah.
He got the boot because his personal conduct was inconsistent with Kroger's policy on business ethics. So he was doing somebody in the front office.
What does that mean?
That he was taking care of a little business on the side at the office. There's no.
But didn't they say? Wasn't there something in the story about how he? It wasn't something that happened at work or
well, no, it wasn't like that. Financial. It wasn't anything to do with business.
Okay, so it wasn't money. So it was sex. It's one of the
correct.
two. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he was either taking care of the secretary or the mailroom boy or something. Yeah.
The mailroom boy.
Yeah, I mean, the Kroger mailroom boy. The corporate offices. Yeah. I don't know. They won't say. They won't say. And just because you're doing the mailroom boy doesn't mean you're gay. First of all, I want to be clear about that.
That's a good point. You're right. I mean, once paint a million masterpieces, they'll never call you an artist. Suck one toe, and you are a freak forever.
But it's freak forever. That's correct. That's correct.
I see how that works. So we have no idea.
Off those packages, man. You can't help yourself,
right? Anyway, I mean, look, he's wearing flip flops. He wants it. He's showing me those feet like that.
It does.
You
and
can't
I wanted
expect
to
walk
everyone.
In here, those feet.
I did want to remind everyone, give everybody a heads up that it's time change weekend coming up.
Damn it!
So, just remember, you're going to lose an hour in spring ahead. So, just letting you know. Just wanted to give everybody ready, lay the groundwork for you. You can be ready for it. In fact, do it now.
And I just heard that
change
yesterday.
Your clocks now.
How many clocks do you have that need to be changed?
A couple. Most of them change automatically, but I still have a couple. Like the one in my car, I have to change, and then I have to have the wife change the one on the stove and the microwave. I don't have Internet of Things hooked up to the stove or the microwave, and the coffee maker.
No.
Because I gotta have the timer working on the coffee maker. I can't. I can't get up and make coffee. I want that coffee made already. It has to be brewed.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
That's it should be. Well, after she gets done cleaning the floor, doesn't she generally make the coffee?
Here's the thing. I broke down and got a coffee maker with a timer, being nice, so she didn't have to get up 30 minutes before me to make the coffee. That's the kind of lover I am.
You know, when you do things like that, you're just hurting her. You realize that because she's going to expect the world to be that nice, and
She
no one
understands
else
this is
was
just
going to.
it's a one-time thing. It's just the coffee maker. I'm not.
I'm telling you, you're just asking for trouble. You are asking. You know what happens after you do that? Then you start walking by her and you start getting, Ron, punch it. You start getting looks like this when you see her in the hallway, and you're like, wait, what the?
Oh, yeah. Amy Coney Barrett checking out. Do you think that's mean, or is she checking him out for a little
bit? Well, the very next day, she voted against him.
Oh,
yeah,
you saw
that's
that?
right.
Yep. The very next day.
Right there, you go. See, it's the way she closes it.
Yeah, that's true.
And then she, So no, that was a look of disgust. What the hell? Who?
That was the look. That's the way
Wheaties?
Jill Biden used to look at Joe Biden. That look of disgust, hatred.
It's the closed eyes. It's the turn, and she does everything but shake her head.
Yes, she does.
And then
she saves herself from shaking of the head for that little decorum. She wants to. She wants to bad, man. Then she comes back with another quick little hatred glance. Yeah.
Who pissed in her Wheaties? What did he do that she hates?
Because he's Donald Trump.
He put her in that chair.
He did.
She hates him. He's Donald
He
Trump.
gave her every opportunity she's ever had. She wouldn't be her without him.
Both her and Roberts voted against him, actually.
Well, Roberts, we know there's a picture of him with a transgender mouse somewhere.
That was
shit.
with the You Said bill, right?
Yeah, the foreign aid.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that. I mean, we need to pay our bills. We've already agreed to pay that money. We should pay that. I don't necessarily.
And actually, okay, I agree with you there. I was going to say that if this is for work already done, already performed, yes.
I think
you're right, because I read that too.
My understanding was that they were looking to get paid from the You Said money for services already rendered. So we should be paying that.
Yes, if that's the case, I agree. But other than that, no, shut it off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Solder the spigot closed and stop. Just stop with the insanity.
100%.
Did we ever? Okay, so seriously, you don't know what the hell the Kroger guy did? Because now that's just bugging me. It's rattling around the back of my head.
They won't say. You can look it up all you want. They won't say. Now maybe he'll do an interview, at the local grocery store podcast that somebody's got. I don't know. We may find.
You
out
listen to that too? I love that podcast.
Yeah. It's called Register Number One, the Kroger podcast. And if they're not doing that already, you're welcome.
That's it. Hold on a second. Register number one.
Register number one. Maybe customer service. The Kroger podcast. Something like that.
You think customerservice.com is taken?
Oh, absolutely.
It has to be, right?
Absolutely.
Customerservice.com. It's for sale.
It ain't going to be cheap.
You want to know how much it costs?
Remember, that's why they changed the name to Skype, which is going away, which we announced on Saturday. Breaking news: the Skype going away in May. But the story behind Skype, I remember reading that they changed it to. It was called Skypey or Skypist or some stupid name, and then when they went to get the domain name, it was owned by somebody else, so they just made it Skype. We're not paying the domain name money, so they just made it Skype.
It comes from the phrase "sky peer-to-peer," which was shortened to Skyper.
Yeah. Skyper.
That's because
that domain was taken, so there was it's Skype.
Yep.
We're not paying them.
Well,
Skype.
if you want the domain name customerservice.com, it will only cost you $450,000.
It's not bad. That's not bad.
Customerservice.com.
Kroger,
that's not a bad.
No, it's not. Hey, Kroger can afford it. They're not buying Albertsons anymore, so you got a little extra cash.
Register number one.
Have you ever bought a domain name like that, Brad? Not that one particular, but have you ever bought a domain name? Other than just
answer.
regularly purchasing, have you ever bought one that was for sale?
Oh,
like
from another
from another person.
No,
I bought one in my life, $250.
Really?
Yep, for engravingdfw.com.
Oh wow, that's interesting. So that's your site now. Yeah, $250. So you had to pay the $250. Then you have to pay for all the other registration stuff, right?
No, it was already on a registrar. I just took over the account, $250, and so I just pointed it to my regular website. But that's the first one I've ever purchased.
Okay, wait a second. Now, I just want to point something out here on that. When I asked you a little while ago, if there anything you want to say about your pens, you didn't decide to bring this up and promote your little
Dude, I bought this
website,
2 years ago. No, it wasn't like at the top of my mind until somebody mentioned buying
and
a
now
domain.
you just decide. You did this the other day at the end of the program.
Oh,
You're like,
my
hey,
gosh.
I know this is only going to take about 5 minutes and we have 30 seconds.
We
but
are
let
giving
me
away
tell
a
you
pen
about
tomorrow.
something.
I should have said that, shouldn't I? I should have said that. We're giving away a pen tomorrow.
Giveaway?
Yeah, we're having a giveaway tomorrow. We're giving away a pen.
If I go to engravingdfw.com, I can register for a free pen.
Well, no, we're just giving it away to the listener. We're going to have them do it on the air. Yeah, you don't register anywhere.
I can't register to win a free pen.
No.
That's BS.
No.
I'm so
Right, and I suppose you have to be like white guy.
Nobody said that.
Ron.
Nobody said that.
Oh, I listened between the lines. I know.
Thank you. We're giving it to a listener. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. White male listener.
Yep.
Okay.
White male over 30. You bastards.
And engraving DFW takes you right to. Why don't we give it to a hot chick? Can we do that? Can we restrict it only to?
You don't have to.
You have to be hot.
Since you don't have to register and you're just giving it away, you can give it to anyone. I did a whole bit on radio 100 years ago. People were so pissed. It was actually really funny at the time. I was giving stuff away to caller number 10, only I had like 80 caller number 9s because I didn't the way they sound.
Thank you. See, that's what people don't realize about radio back in the day.
Well, I did that on the air. Though.
We had
were so pissed.
I had the pleasure of giving it to whoever we wanted to. We're going to call caller number 10. Yep, 80 caller number 9. That's fun.
That's what it is. People were so
when
pissed.
You answer, you wait for them to talk so you can hear us say, "Hi, am I the winner?"
Yeah, what's your name?
Cute. Yeah,
if it was Bambi.
Hello.
Oh, Bambi was winning something that day.
Yeah, I'm calling to win something. Oh, you're calling number 9. Go ahead.
Oh, damn it.
Go ahead, caller. You're on the air. Hello. Yes, I'm calling to win. Yeah, you're calling number 9. Sorry.
Then we had the busy button. You remember that? The busy button.
Yeah.
Just flip the phone to busy and then pick it up and go, "Oh, you're caller number 10."
Absolutely.
Flip the phone to busy.
Yeah, we had a little busy switch.
The Telos pad used to be able, well, at least, I may Ron is, probably a lot older than me, but the Telos pad that we used to use for the phones, you could just make all busy.
Make it all busy. And then you just pick up the phone after about 10 minutes and go, "Oh, you're caller number 12." There you go.
When you do the big contest, you have to start. You do the all busy so that when you
because there were people holding their Princess style phones hitting redial, dude.
Right. When you launch the giveaway, you've promoted it, and it's a big giveaway. You start off with all busy so that the second that you launch it, you unmute
I know
line.
why you. I just didn't know you had a busy because I used to take. And I used to just take, you'd lift and you put it on hold. You put all the lines on hold, and that way, which is the same thing.
I understand, which is why I said.
Did some different shit in California, didn't they, Brad? That's wild.
Hell, I've never heard of a busy button.
On the Telos pad that we used, before the smoke signals. I mean, after the smoke signals that you were using.
I found a busy beaver button company. I don't see a busy button.
Look
the busy beaver
Telos,
button company.
The Telos phone system, and they had it all busy, and you just push the all busy.
There you go.
You guys must have had that in like big markets. And
people don't know what a busy signal is anymore, do they?
No, that's interesting.
Why is my phone making that noise?
No, they don't.
It sounds angry. What is that? We shouldn't. I'm
the only
triggered.
thing we have similar to that would be the little buzz that you get if you're talking to someone and you're receiving another call. right? You get the little
tone.
You hear yeah. So you know you have another call coming in.
Is that what that is? Is that what is that?
Yes,
the thing
that's
I'm
what
ignoring?
that is, Brad. That's what that is.
I'll be damned. All right. When does today's
It drops every afternoon, Monday through Friday. Chewing the Fat. With Jeff Fisher.
Fat.
Available wherever you get your podcast. And as I can't promise tomorrow, but today, if you subscribe, it's free. So you're welcome.
Huh.
Can't
Now,
promise
did you
tomorrow.
recently change the name? I mean, was it always Chewing the Fat?
Chewing the Fat with Jeff Fisher. Yeah, that's
Chewing the Fat. Okay.
That's the name.
Wow. I see all the time markers there. You can't bring yourself to go to a full hour, I see. 48 minutes, 47, 51. What is an even 60 just not in your
Yeah, I
in your
can't.
DNA?
I'm not doing that. I mean, I give and I give and I give. You want me to give more?
Imagine what we could accomplish if you did just that.
I don't like to imagine that.
Yeah. All right, there he is, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back in a second with more of the Daily Mojo.
If you're offended, you're listening wrong. The Daily Mojo.
Was that it with Jeff, or are we coming back to him, or what? You said
generally when you say goodbye to somebody,
you didn't say goodbye. That's the point. Jeff's still hanging out here, dude.
Hang up on him.
Okay.
Just hang up. Yeah, I think it's just hang up. All right, so here I got this yesterday in a. Boy, there's a long one too, isn't it?
Yeah.
All it says right there is long.
You saw all the comments, though, right? I just want
You sent this to me.
I did.
You sent this to me, and I'm like,
it's interesting.
It's
It's
fascinating.
interesting.
Here is the Will Smith, because we brought up whether or not the Will Smith slap was actually legit, and
How are y'all doing? Everyone having a good time still? Nice. Man, everyone really does look great tonight. Jeremy, I saw you on the red carpet. Looks like you lost those last few pounds. Angela, looks like you picked up that bit of weight Jeremy dropped. Could have been a carrot in that dress, but I guess you brought pumpkins back in season tonight. Good thing there's no fairy godmother around. You'll be carting Cinderella off to the ball.
that guy's.
What's this? Elijah taking the stage. Wow. Elijah Lewis just slapped the heck out of me.
Don't you ever talk about my wife that way.
Relax, my friend. It was just a joke.
Wow.
I'm a comedian, Elijah. You know how it is. No disrespect, Angela. You're gorgeous.
I said keep my wife's name out your mouth, Corey.
Honey, calm down. We're on live TV.
Wow. This may be the greatest night in television. Am I right?
So, Will Smith just stole the whole damn thing. So you start reading the comments.
Till you start reading the comments. Correct.
First one says, I had to think about it. They did not have cordless mics back in the day. Or did they? A black man treating a white man like that on TV in that day, not even in a movie. When was that supposed to be, like the 50s?
Supposed to.
Can't you see that's fake? I can't believe you fell for that. It's all computer generated. That's all computerized generated. They didn't have wireless mic. I'm so smart. Watch how smart I am. That's computerized generated. They didn't have wireless mics. MIKE apostrophe S. Punctuation saves lives. Back in the day for him to yell from sitting there, come on, what's wrong with you? At first, I was kind of sketchy. And then when I saw the black chick dressed in her modern getup, I said, oh, this is definitely a fake. So the website or the people that did it is Darman Studios. And I guess they made this right after the slap. But this is pretty. I mean, that's a pretty amazing.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty smart use of. I don't know if they used AI in there or what, but I mean, this is get ready for the future of entertainment and commercials and media.
Yeah.
Because you're going to start seeing more and more stuff like this. And it's not that we haven't seen a bunch like this before, but this is, you're going to see more and more real life events depicted, I think, in situations like this. It's probably the next thing. Because here we are. I don't know if you knew this or not. It's 2025.
Yeah.
And we were talking the other day about how the 70s had a personality. The 80s had a personality. The 90s even. Although when I think of the 90s, I think of grunge and depression. It's still a personality, right? But then the aughts. What were the aughts? Nothing has those personalities like the 70s and the 80s do. I mean, you can talk about, the early aughts and the aughts, all of the aughts, from the 0 to the 09, as being, that's when we first started really seeing tyranny rearing its ugly head, the Patriot Act and all of that because of terrorism.
Yep.
But that's not a personality, right? I mean, that's just kind of a trend. The 80s, personality. The 70s, personality. And I realized I went to school in the 70s. I always think I was in school in the 80s, but no, I was in school in the 70s because I graduated in 82. But here we are in the 2020s. Does this have a personality yet? I mean, we're more than halfway through. What is the personality of the 2020s? Is it the rise of computers?
Unfortunately, I believe politics is going to be at the top of that list, and I hate that.
But politics wasn't politics big in the
It probably was,
teens?
but people didn't really go to that kind of thing. Trump has made it more of a popularity kind of.
Well, hold on. I don't think we can blame it on Trump. He's just a vehicle.
But then again, you go back and you ask your Gen Xers, your Gen Zers, maybe they don't follow politics. They hear their parents bitching.
Everything is politics.
Excited about MAGA or Trump or whatever, but
everything is politics. The environment, politics.
Well, when we get to our age, everything
politics.
is politics, yes. But my guess is the Gen Zers, the Gen Alphas, they don't give two shits, quite honestly.
But, okay, Michael V., who I don't even know how old he is, but he brought up something to me in a message the other day about politics ruining gaming. He's a gamer.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, at some point we have to introduce the Michael V technology here at the Daily MoJo, and we will. But politics has food. Look at RFKJ.
Yeah.
Food is now political. Health, political. Everything is political.
Oh, well, thanks to COVID. Yeah, health is political.
So everything. So tell me where, what isn't sports? Political.
Yep.
So tell me an area of life that isn't political. I can't think of one. It's all political. But technology is got to be. There has to be a decade, doesn't there? I mean, shouldn't there be a decade that is all it's the like in Terminator? Surely in that universe there was a decade in which, wow, technology really, this was the technological decade, and look what it's done, and now they're out to eat us. Because we're making some amazing technological advances these days. I was just talking to Ron before the program about.
I mean, look, quite honestly, even eggs have become political, Brad. I mean, Come on. It's one of these things.
Oh my God, that is not what I think it is.
Somebody's running it over there. I thought we all ought to learn how.
I do not. Nope.
Will you eat an egg again after this?
I'm not going to look to me.
I just want to help them. I just want to grunt that.
Tell me when it's over, because I'm not looking.
What? Why are you not watching? It's a train wreck.
Because I want to eat an egg. No, I'm not watching.
Come on, push.
No, nope.
Push.
I'm not.
Ta-da! It's over.
And see, that's the problem.
Couldn't help myself.
Once you go pick up an egg from the for instance, the farm, the Stanley farm.
Yep.
And I was out there and I picked up the eggs out of the hay, and they're warm, and you realize they came out of that chicken. The same, it's the butthole, and that's hard enough to get past.
Yeah.
Just when you know where it's coming from. I don't want to. I don't want to watch it. It's nope, not going to do it. But when does technology? I mean, that will definitely be a decade, and are we there? Because we don't know what's going to happen in 4 years. Is this the decade where technology takes us over, and we are fighting off Skynet at the end of this decade? I mean, we could be right here in the middle of it, and not even realize it.
Yeah, I mean, well, quite honestly, the Tesla bot and all the robots are becoming more human-like now.
Uh-huh.
And will this be the decade we get to Mars? I doubt it. But
if Elon Musk has any say in it, I love the people that are trying to say, no, that's crazy. Why are we trying to go to Mars?
We can't even get through the firmament, Brad. Come on.
Isn't there a gate on that thing? Don't they have to swing the gate open? And
maybe.
Maybe. Just saying. Tomorrow on the program, I wanted to get to it today. We just did not have the time, about the man not with the 25 plastic horses, but a guy who did eat a 7-pound hamburger.
In one
sitting? Can you imagine 7 in less than 30 minutes?
Oh, snap.
It's
you can't tell me he didn't go purge after that. Come on.
You'll see. That'll happen tomorrow here on the Daily Mojo.
What do you mean it's let's go?
Because we are fresh out of time and egg here on the Daily Mojo. That's 2 hours worth for Thursday, the 6th day of March, the year of our Lord 2025. Let's find out if anybody stuffed anything into their brain sack today. Over into X, we gave our bids yesterday. I'm so excited. Morgan's probably not watching this show. That has something completely different to do with something else. Chief Fake Tony, my coworker named Jeff, wants you to know he's still here. Unfortunately, I can't just push a button to make him go away. See, that's why everyone should have a system like we have here at the Daily Mojo. You punch a button and
poof,
they're just gone. They disappeared. Whiskey, a real Brad Staggs. Have you never watched a child being born? Oh, yeah. Yep, that'll put the old kibosh on the old, won't it? Just saying.
Yeah.
It sucks all the romance right out of it, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah,
it's just
it
like,
does.
Lord help
Makes
me.
you feel a little inadequate afterwards.
Does, doesn't it? Yep. Because again, if men had to give birth, humanity would die off in about 4 years.
Yep.
We'd be done. DMXDM, wow, Jeffy gets the cold shoulder exit. He works his tongue to the bone for you turds. I know, but it's kind of like the tough love you have to give the little woman. When she tells you she's not ready, she doesn't want to clean up the kitchen, and you're like, man, this is going to hurt me worse than it hurts you. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Tech Golden Age Drew, I once won tickets to an Emo Phillips show from a radio show I used to listen to. A couple years later, I was an engineer for that radio station. I watched the DJ cheating and selecting caller number whatever. I know, right? It's you don't ever want to see the sausage made, especially in radio, because it will disappoint you. Never meet your heroes. Pope Freebie the 38th, what I learned today, everything is political. Ron hates poor people, and I should expect to fight Skynet. Yes. We're working on the Ron thing. I'm just not sure that we'll ever make any progress. Dr. Zoe knows I don't want to watch a guy eat too much and then throw up. Oh, you don't have to watch him. We'll just tell you what happened. And Original Babe, chickens have a lever that switches over from poop to eggs. Technically not a butthole. Eat your eggs.
Oh, there you go.
That's technically a butthole. It's a butthole. Ron would know all about that. As for the rest of you, remember that we, the people, must hang together, otherwise we shall surely hang separately. Sic semper tyrannis, resist stupid eggs. And good night, Doc Thompson.
Wherever you are. See you tomorrow. It's Friday.
Watch and listen at thedailymojo.com.